Welcome back, summoners, to another arena prediction video. In this case, we have 4 champions, which is what I had mentioned in the previous video. So they are going to do the buffed champions for Mr. Fantastic, Black Panther Classic, and Vulture. And then the 4-star basic will be Hulk Immortal or Immortal Hulk, whichever way you want to say it. If you guys haven't subscribed to this channel already,
then what is you doing, baby? Subscribe.
Disclaimer: predictions are based off of the champ tier, the champ class, how popular the champion is, any nerfs or buffs the champion has received since they've been released, and also arena pass results. So as always, when you're doing your arena grinding, grind at your own risk. Alright, now I do want to apologize for making this video a little bit late. It's annoying where Kabang gives 4 champions in arena, and I have to break down each champion. But good case in this is that most of these champions are old. Most of the 5-star champions are old, especially that Black Panther Classic has been around since the game was first released. And then you have Vulture, and then you have Mr. Fantastic. Now the way these arenas work is that you pick which champion you want, and then you grind to whatever points you want to get, and then that's it. So the way I'll do it is I'll give the amount of the champion that I think is going to go for the most. So that way you use that same number for the other 2 champions, and then you're guaranteed to get them, because the one who I'm saying is going to get the most, the other champion is going to get less than that. So if you aim for the higher number, you're guaranteed to get the lower number champions. Let me go ahead and start off with Immortal Hulk first. Alright, so as far as Immortal Hulk, I will put up his pros and cons. I'll just put it up as text. This way you guys can read it, and I'll just have them displayed on the screen. So this way you guys can just read it as you listen when I go over pretty much what I think that he'll go for. And since he is a science champ, he was released. He's one of the newest science champions that was released. He came out with Immortal Abomination, who's actually a very great champion due to his poisons. But the Immortal Hulk is great as well due to the fact that he can do his stuns. So he can keep on stunning the opponents over and over. So that's why he's labeled as a cheese god, because he just keeps stunning them over and over and over, and they can't do anything about it. Now, as far as what I see him going for, when he was first released as a 5-star champion and the 4-star featured, his 4-star featured number went for 7 million. Now keep in mind that rank is not going to be rank 800. Okay, it's most likely going to be rank 5 or 4. But since that arena happened a while ago, those rank numbers are not available. So the only number I have is the 7 million. So I will drop that 7 million down, obviously by a certain percentage. I'll put it down to 2.3 million that I see Immortal Hulk going for. Keep in mind, it may be a little lower, maybe a little higher, but I still see 2.3, might be a little lower than that, because again, that 7 million number that I'm going off of was not the 800 rank. So in other words, it wasn't the lowest number. He might have went for 6 million back when he first was released. So I would say he'll go for 2.3 million, 4-star basic. Add your 10% figure to that number. This way you guys are guaranteed to get them if you don't have them already. Now, as far as the 3 champions, the 5-stars features and 4-star features, I see them obviously not going too high, since 2 of them are pretty old, Black Panther Classic and Vulture. So I'm going to go off of the number that Mr. Fantastic had went for when he was first released as a 5-star feature. So back then he came out, he was around 55 million, but again, that is not ranked 300. So it most likely went less than that number. So for that reason, I will bring him down to the 35 to 40 million range. Obviously, add your 10% to that number. Now, as far as the 4-star featured number for Mr. Fantastic, I'll drop that number even further, obviously. But the percentage obviously is still coming off of the 55 million that when he first came out. So I'm gonna put him down to 7 to 8 million for Mr. Fantastic for 4-star featured. Obviously, add your 10% to that number. Now, I do believe it may be a little lower because again, his buff is like mainly with the cross fight and the pre-fight. But again, you still want to use those numbers if you're going for Vulture or if you're going for Black Panther Classic, which you guys haven't gotten Black Panther by now. You might be new to the game. But yeah, always aim for the numbers that I'm saying for Mr. Fantastic if you're trying to go for the other two champions because Mr. Fantastic numbers are going to be higher than those two. Okay, so if you aim for 6 million for Vulture, for example, you're gonna get him because he's not gonna go that high. Maybe he might even go for like 5 million. But always aim for 6 to 7 million for Mr. Fantastic. You get that number for Black Panther Classic, you're gonna get. He's not gonna go high either. He's a very, very, very old champion, so he might even go for like 4 million. But yeah, those are the numbers I'm seeing for those three champions. Again, they're pretty old. Immortal Hulk is the newer champion out of these four. And as far as the buffs, I see Black Panther Classics buffs being better due to the fact that of his bleeds have been improved. And he was already a decent bleeder when he was awakened. So that's the numbers that I'm seeing, you guys. Again, I do apologize for making this video late, just due to the fact that all these champions had to give a breakdown for each one of them, and then also come up with their information and things like that. But again, like this video, uh, put in your comments. Again, I will put in the link for the survey once the arena grind is over. That should be Sunday afternoon Eastern time. So again, I'll put that link up. I'll pin it in the comments section. This way you guys can go ahead and put the numbers that you received into that survey, and it'll help make the predictions a lot more accurate going forward. Alright guys, until next video, which will be round 2 again for these 4 champions.